Mama Africa, cradle of the sun, rich soil, rich heart, where it all begun. Sing your story, let the world see.
Wow, it's good to see you again. Welcome to our A to Z series for success in relationship and marriage. I'm sure you must have seen all our videos. The previous one that talks about letter A to letter L. You know, the letter L was about liberty. I'm sure you want to know what we talk about liberty in relationship. Do well to look for that video and watch it. I'm sure you will learn something from it. But for today, we want to look at letter M, which talks about maturity. When we talk about maturity, people always smile. Being matured in a relationship takes a lot from you. It expects a lot. Now, in being matured, we have to be matured mentally, socially, religiously, and I can tell you it's a whole lot. Because in terms of maturity, the way you react to things is very, very key. Those things you should ignore. You should learn to ignore them. For instance, it's not everything a woman talks you need to reply. Do you know that? Because those guys, they were the way they were wired. They will overly talk. But you as a man, you need to learn that maturity expects you to sometimes look away. Because if you want to respond everything they say, you have issues with them. Now, in terms of maturity, how do you spend your money? As a guy, you want to get married someday. Are you spending wisely? Because are you always putting priorities on the way you spend? Because when you talk about maturity, it should be also financial. Because if you do not know how to spend in a relationship, you have issues when you're married. You will not know the right thing to spend your money on. What about emotional maturity? You know, you should be emotionally ready to understand that you have to be a shelter for the woman. And then a woman, you need to also understand that in a relationship and in marriage, your maturity is very, very key. Maturity also has to do with you, your ability to listen and to understand. If you do not have this, issues, problems will always arise every blessed day. For the ladies, under maturity, you need to understand, even the scripture made it very clear, that submission is very, very key for a woman. So you can't claim you want to be a wife and you're not ready to submit. You have issues in marriage. Because being submissive does not mean you should be a slave. No, that's not where I'm going. But you need to understand that God has outrightly placed a man as the head. And as the head, you must submit to the head. If you do not want to be submissive, you have no place in marriage. Even relationship, you have issues. So maturity, it is expected from both parties to understand that you have a part to play. You have maturity to display at every point of your relationship. Now we go to the next letter, which is letter N. In letter N, we talk about negotiation. In negotiation, it comes with compromise. You need to understand that you will not have your way at all times. For you to have success in relationship, you need to come halfway and the other party comes halfway, and then you come halfway to each other and you make a great decision. But if a man says he wants it his own way, there will always be an issue in relationship. You know, these days you get to hear ladies say, I'm stubborn. Yeah, we know you are stubborn, but madam, you need to have this attitude of negotiating. In negotiating, it means you have to let down your stubbornness for certain things to go. Yeah. If you do not have this negotiating habit in your life, your relationship will always have issue. Your marriage will always have issue. Because there are times you need to negotiate for certain things. You may not have it your way at all times. If you have this in the back of your mind, you will understand that certain things have to come for the sake of the unity in the relationship, for the sake of the love and harmony in the marriage. But if you want to have it your way at all times, both the man or the woman, then chaos will be the order of the day. So today we are saying, if you do not have it, start from today to learn the habit of negotiating. Come halfway to each other for the purpose of harmony, for the purpose of love. And if you do this, your love will always blossom. Your unity will always flourish. And people will admire you and envy your relationship and also your marriage. See you in our next video. But do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is Clem Nabes. And other socials, it is Clem Nabes. See you in the next video. Bye.